welcome. Today let's talk about germ cell tumors. We'll focus mainly on seminoma, a cancer. So seminoma is a type of germ cell tumor making up about 50% of these tumors. Now before going to the topic per se, let's see what germ cell tumors are. Germ cell tumors are basically tumors in which the germ cells have grown in an abnormal way, in a way that they are not supposed to grow. So a tumor is formed. It usually happens in ovaries and in testes. We can also get germ cell tumors in brain and in pelvis, but they are not very common. So causes. The usual exact cause of germ cell tumors is not known, but there might be an environmental cause and a genetic cause. Environmental cause may be due to exposure to pesticides during pregnancy or use of non-steroidal estrogen during pregnancy, and genetic cause, as we all know, genetic predisposition. So now let's talk about classification of germ cell tumors. The germ cell tumors are broadly classified into four types. The first comes seminomatous tumors, non-seminomatous tumors, teratomas and sex cord stromal tumors. Under seminomatous tumors comes classical or typical seminoma and spermatocytic seminoma. Under non-seminomatous tumors, we have choriocarcinoma, embryonal carcinoma and yolk sac tumors. Next comes teratoma. Teratoma is a tumor containing mixed type of tissues ranging from muscle, skin, bone, etc. And the last one is sex cord stromal tumors, under which comes Leydig cell tumor and Sertoli cell tumor. We'll see about each one of them later. Today let's focus mainly on seminomatous tumors. So, seminoma, as I said earlier, is a type of germ cell tumor making up about 50% of these tumors. It usually affects men in their third decade of life. A similar female counterpart is called dysgerminoma, which usually affects the ovaries. So, now let's talk about seminoma from exam point of view. Okay, we'll make sure we understand the topic very well, and at the same time we'll make sure what are the points that we have to write when asked in an exam. So now let's talk about seminoma morphology. Morphology will be talking under two headings: gross morphology and microscopic features. I'll be listing out the points using which you can draw the diagrams yourself. So let's first talk about gross morphology of seminoma. A typical or classical seminoma produces bulky masses. So the testis enlarges to a size 10 times than that of the normal size. Now let's talk about morphology. The tumor will be homogeneous, grey or white in color. There will be no necrosis or hemorrhage, and the cut surface, that is when cut, the surface will be lobulated. Okay, these are the four major gross morphology features, and sometimes there might be extension to spermatic cord and epididymis are reported in some cases. Now let's go to microscopic features. In a classical or typical seminoma, there will be uniform sheets of cells poorly demarcated into lobules by a thin, fibrous, delicate septa containing lymphocytic infiltrates. Now, tumor morphology. The cells will be large, round to polyhedral in shape, with hyperchromatin nuclei and anaplastic features like frequent mitosis will be present. And there will be clear watery appearing cytoplasm, prominent cell membrane, and presence of giant cells will be there. Now let's talk about immunohistochemistry. The main thing that you have to write is seminomatous tumors contain glycogen. Glycogen will be present here, and it expresses OCT3 or 4 gene. It stains positive for KIT. Sometimes keratin positive cells are also present. Next thing is elevated levels of human chorionic gonadotrophin hormone will be present, and it contains syncytial trophoblast. Sometimes ill-defined granulomatous reaction will be present. So that's all the features about gross features and morphological features about classical or typical seminoma. Now let's talk about spermatocytic seminoma. Unlike the name, spermatocytic seminoma is very much different from classical or typical seminoma, both clinically as well as histologically. First thing is, the tumor is a slow growing tumor and it is rare. So there will be no metastasis and the prognosis is very excellent here. Now let's talk about morphology. In a spermatocytic seminoma, the size of the cell varies from that of a size of lymphocyte to that of a size of a mononucleated or multinucleated germ cells with eosinophilic cytoplasm. Okay, and there will be no glycogen here, but there will be frequent mitosis, frequent duration. Often there will be more mitosis present and some anaplastic features will be there. But it also stains positive for human placental alkaline phosphatase enzyme, just like classical seminoma, and it also expresses OCT3 or 4, stains positive for KIT. But there will be no granulomatous reaction present here. So that's all the points, similarities and differences between classical and spermatocytic seminoma from exam point of view also. So I hope you understood, enjoyed and liked the video. If you have any doubts or any demands for the next videos, please do drop in the comments, and thank you for watching.